Beware, Patreon listeners, for tonight you will be haunted by 3 hosts. 3 podcast hosts.
Ooh, can I be Future? Because Future's the scary one.
Yes, I am the ghost of Christmas Rob.
I guess I will just be the ghost of Christmas Jen for now, but in the future, who knows?
I am the ghost of Christmas David.
Ooh, jingle bells. Those were not added in post.
Tell me, Spirit, whose lonely grave is that?
I need to get Disney Plus just so I can watch Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that.
Like, all the early listings of stuff it had didn't have that on it, and I was extremely upset. And, like, as soon as it went live, I demanded one of my friends tell me if Mickey's Christmas Carol was on there.
Does it have Muppet Christmas Carol?
I believe yes.
Okay.
Because I actually, like, did a search for Christmas Carol, and, like, 3 other versions came up, and I'm pretty certain Mickey's Christmas Carol was one of them.
Okay. But no, this is our Christmas special for our Patreon, and we've decided to go a little outside the holiday box. In this case, going to a different 80s toy-based Hasbro cartoon, G.I. Joe.
I mean, honestly, that's pretty firmly in our wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't done it before, though.
No, we haven't done any G.I. Joe before.
No, surprisingly.
And so, I guess for starters, what is everybody's experience with G.I. Joe?
It came on before Transformers. So yeah, I saw it. All of it.
Yeah, I mean, I actively enjoyed it, not quite as much as Transformers, but it was probably my second favorite cartoon in the 80s. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Much like Dark Awakening was one of those things that messed me up so bad and followed me into the future. There's no place like Springfield. If you haven't seen that episode, you should. It's a multi-parter, and it is so messed up. I love it.
I personally, I have really not seen much of this. This was kind of before my time, so I saw a bunch of the later Deke G.I. Joe cartoon.
Oh yeah, I caught some of those around G2 basically.
The got to get tough. Yo,
Joe.
That one.
Yes.
That had, I think they got Chris Latta back, and then it's just a bunch of Canadians. I think it's a lot of, like, Beast Wars voice actors.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. I just remember there was this Cobra guy called Heavy Metal, and he was kind of ridiculous.
Yes, and there was also a 2-parter where they fought against the evil of drugs, as represented by Headman, who was voiced by an extremely flamboyant Scott McNeil.
Yes, I remember I caught that at least once in between G2 episodes.
And then his number 2 guy is very Gary Chalk.
Yes. Yes. Actually, I wouldn't have noticed that they were Scott McNeil and Gary Chalk in, like, 1993, 94, but yeah.
You'd have to be conversant with the local Vancouver syndicated TV scene.
Yes. There is a moment in this episode of, hey, it's that guy, voice actor-wise, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yes.
Yo! He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy, fighting to save the day. He never gives up.
So this episode is Cobra Claws Are Coming to Town. First aired November 7th, 1985. I was a month and a half.
Oh.
I would have been, you said it was December, so...
November,
yeah. So I would have been 7.
Oh, I have to do math.
I was right exactly... I was exactly the correct age for this.
I think 8, I guess. Yes, 8.
Yeah.
Let's go with 8.
And this was written by a pair of husband and wife teams. You've got Carla Conway and Jerry Conway.
Yeah.
Jerry Conway, longtime Marvel and DC Comics guy.
Yes.
Co-created The Punisher, killed Gwen Stacy.
Yes, like, big deal comic writer here.
Yes, and his then wife, Carla Conway. And also Roy Thomas and Dan Thomas. Roy Thomas, also a big Marvel and DC guy.
Yeah.
He was the editor-in-chief after Stan Lee left. Wrote The Avengers, Thor, a ton of Conan.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would say he was probably best for his run on Conan. Sort of like, I feel like Jerry Conway is best known for Superman.
And Dan Thomas was his wife, and still his wife, I believe. And also, if you want to see her in comics, she is a character heavily based on her, is featured in that issue of What If Conan the Barbarian came to modern times.
Nice.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like some high-grade writing pedigree here.
Yeah. And I don't really know a ton about G.I. Joe, but it's very much into, sort of the same, it's a similar tone to the other Sunbow cartoons of the time, but which seems weirder because this is ostensibly the real-world U.S. military as opposed to a bunch of space robots.
There is a lot to be said about how, and I'm sure other people have written, like, extensively researched articles and possibly books about this. But there was this whole arc with G.I. Joe of becoming, much less popular as the Vietnam War was a thing. Mm-hmm. And it had basically died out by the 80s, and Hasbro was thinking, well, maybe if we take it to Marvel and basically make it superheroes, then so what this... It's just that it was taking a much more sci-fi kind of bent to get past the whole association with the Vietnam War and a lot of anti-military sentiment. So, and it's pretty great because it's frequently been written by, like, the kind of people who probably protested against the Vietnam War, so... I feel like it tends, and that goes all the way to the present day, with there being some big fuss about some guy on the IDW stuff who was, like, being super leftist, and Twitter was mad at, right Twitter was mad at him, and it's sort of interesting how Real American Hero has coincidentally or not ended up often written by people who are not exactly super pro-military people. But yeah, so that's basically the summary of why A Real American Hero is so weird, crazy sci-fi action and not realistic military at all, is because you could not sell realistic military toys after Vietnam.
Well, speaking of realistic military, we open with
the opening
with the Joes on a Christmas toy drive.
No, the animation first. Small
of course, the opening sequence. Which
when are we
going
to come back to G.I. Joe?
Yeah, it's one of those opening sequences that pretty much tells you everything you need to know about the show. He's a real American hero. He's fighting for freedom whenever there's trouble over land and sea and air.
I want to know, and I'm sure this is readily available on the internet, but I'd like to know who the vocalist was, because he gives it this precise touch of, like, twangy country accent without it being obvious. You just sort of notice it in a couple spots, and that was, I guess, probably a good touch when it comes to doing stuff based on the military.
Yeah, it is a hoot.
It's great, but I mean, it's not like this is the movie version.
No, the movie version is better, but this intro, it's
longer.
It's long. Well, yes, it's a lot longer. All the camera.
The movie version is one of the most beautiful pieces of animation to come out of the 80s.
Yes. But this opening is really good. Like, I think it might actually be better than the G1 Transformers opening. It's like it flows better.
The thing about G.I. Joe, and this has, like, something that has struck me a long time ago, is that G.I. Joe, the fiction, in general, not just the writing, but in general, tends to be objectively better than Transformers. Like, the comic was probably objectively better than the Transformers comic. It was extremely popular. The cartoon is honestly maybe a little better than the Transformers cartoon, but the problem is it's not about space robots, and therefore it's never going to be as subjectively good.
Yeah, it does better with what it's given as starting material, but it's is better than, like, I can think of more good G.I. Joe episodes than really great G.I. Joe episodes than Transformers episodes from G1. Although I only own Transformers on DVD. Not Joe.
Seriously, if you haven't seen There's No Place Like Springfield, go look it up and watch it. It's amazing.
And speaking of comics, guys, I think that one was written by Steve Gerber.
Yeah. It's so messed up. It's really good, though.
Anyway, but before I drone on too long about loving the animation, how well detailed that giant floating snake head is.
While we're at it, this entire episode looked better than your average G1 Transformers episode.
Yeah, it kind of did. There were a few scenes that were, like, lovingly animated, like shooting rockets and vehicle stuff.
They never quite get the dog right on this, though.
No.
The dog looks weird.
Poor Junkyard.
The parrot looks weird, too. But
well, I mean, parrots are weird, though.
Well, parrots are kind of weird, but my favorite part of the opening, to take us out of the opening for good, although I keep coming back to it.
Stay there forever.
Tossing Destro around is funny as shit. He gets tossed
He's
like,
so
what is
serious.
it, 2 or 3 guys? Toss, pile.
It's great because he's so serious.
It's so silly. It sets the tone for... This is only so serious for a cartoon. It's gonna be real goofy, too.
Yes.
So yes, the beginning of the episode, we have a parrot singing, and then he gets chastised by Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, so as with G1, a lot of these actors are just doing kind of old actor impressions. And in this case, it is... who is doing this voice?
It's Shipwreck.
Neil Ross.
Oh, okay.
Who's also on... He's definitely doing a Jack Nicholson impression.
I was going to say later known as Springer.
And that is specifically Jack Nicholson from the movie The Last Detail.
Oh.
In which Nicholson plays like a sailor who spends the entire movie basically wearing this outfit.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah.
It's always great seeing these, like, and this came up recently when, I think Monzo got a hold of, like, some G1 Bible stuff, where they're making references to boomer things that just completely went over everyone's heads as children because we had no proper cultural reference to that, and I sort of wonder how much, like, current kids stuff is like that, like, kids just not understanding things that are referencing stuff from, like, the 90s.
Well, yeah, but it's like, now it's easier to figure out because you could talk online to other people who might get that joke, like the better catalogs, like, in jokes now, but, like, that his character design is Nicholson from a movie is something I never thought of. Like, I thought it kind of stopped at, like, Ratchet was named Ratchet because of Nurse Ratchet. I didn't realize Joe had even deeper levels of movie references to actors.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Unusually for this, so Shipwreck, he's a sailor, he's a member of JJ, who apparently has this animal sidekick, Polly, who's a parrot, who he does not care for.
Yeah, a few of the toys they decided to give animal sidekicks, and, a few minutes into this we'll see Mutt and Junkyard, the aforementioned dog who they never quite seem to get right. Also, Snake Eyes had a wolf named Timber, who doesn't seem to have made it into the pop culture consciousness as well as his master. But yeah, that was just like a thing with some of the toys.
Except for that one gif with Snake Eyes and his dog dancing.
Well, okay. I was thinking, like, the movies and stuff, but that's also fair.
So yeah, they have, they're driving, it's Shipwreck, it's Dusty, who I guess is the desert guy.
Yeah. It was the 80s. They weren't all desert guys yet. Womp womp.
Who is also Neil Ross. Mm-hmm. And Cover Girl, who is, I guess, like a model turned heavy vehicle driver.
Yes. She was not normally in the series this much, so it was kind of neat how this was an episode that was just lots and lots. Like, yeah, she was the female character in it.
Yeah. No Scarlet or Lady. I think Lady J came along later.
No, she was there all along, but also I kind of mistook her for Scarlet for like a solid third of the episode because basically she's got the same hair without the ponytail.
Well, more than a third, like until the end of the episode when Duke says "Cover Girl," it's like, oh, that's not Scarlet. Okay.
I noticed the lack of ponytail earlier, and I was like, oh, this one's Cover Girl. I mean, also her outfit's a little different, but not sufficiently different.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah, so they are driving this holiday toy wagon to the local children's hospital. And at this point they are attacked by a Cobra Rattler driven by the hilariously named Wild Weasel.
Yes! That's such a great name.
I asked Wild Weasel.
Which is an actual, like, military term.
Yeah.
That they use for pilots, but it just sounds funny because Wild Weasel sounds like a cartoon character.
Yes,
it does.
I mean, it is also a lot of the development for this was done by Marvel, just like Transformers. And Larry Hama, who has actual military service, did a lot of work on it and was like the main writer for like the entire series up through the 90s.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he named every character, but I think he wrote the bios for every character up to at least through this entire cartoon series.
So there was at least one and possibly multiple actual military veterans working on the fiction side of this.
And Wild Weasel here may sound familiar because he's voiced by Pat Fraley.
Ah, yes.
Fraley?
Best known as Krang.
Oh! Shredder.
He does have that kind of crazy, it's me, Wild Weasel kind of voice.
Yes. So he starts shooting at them, but it's only a distraction so that Firefly, a guy whose name I have never understood, because he does not fly.
But he has
I guess.
Flamethrowers, right?
But he's also I thought, like half a ninja.
Right. Well, he's dressed like a ski mask ninja, and he is secretly planting evil toys in this holiday toy wagon.
Yes. A Trojan horse, a Trojan rocking horse.
Oh god, that was. I was kind of annoyed that they actually do say Trojan rocking horse later in the episode, because when I saw the glowing eyes on the rocking horse, it's like, oh, that's cute. They have a Trojan rocking horse. I like that pun, and then they actually said that pun. But
they had to lampshade it.
I think this started all by accident because something got messed up in the mail, and Firefly became a secret Santa for one of the Joes, and so he had to deliver presents, but he had to set up a whole ruse to get them there, but no, it's something much more insidious and silly that happens.
Yes. It's very silly.
So they get back to base, and it turns out that most of the other Joes have gone home for the holidays. So these guys are all either just married to their jobs, or they have no families, which is either of those are entirely possible.
I would say Duke is probably absolutely the married to his job kind. I'm going to say Shipwreck has no family. Actually, I can say for a fact that Shipwreck has no family because I remember there's no place like Springfield. Anyway,
I mean, Shipwreck's probably got about a kid per port.
Oh, Yeah, that's fair.
Well.
Also, mer people. At least one mer child.
Yeah.
So also
That was an actual episode, sorry.
Yes. So also on this base, you've got Duke, Michael Bell,
Yes.
noted Transformers voice actor.
He's very much the, like, generic military leader character.
That's why they had Channing Tatum play him in the movie.
Yeah, that's why he looks like Guile
great
from
casting.
Street Fighter. By which I mean Guile from Street Fighter looks like Duke.
And you've also got
jeez. Yeah, I guess you do.
you've also got Michael Bell playing Blowtorch,
Yes.
G.I. Joe's resident Irish firefighter. And of course, he's there for for Christmas dinner, but we all know he'd prefer to have some pork chop sandwiches.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Yeah, kind of like.
Sadly,
Get the fuck out!
not Irish for that.
I need to rewatch it. I feel like other than Duke and CoverGirl, they just picked, okay, who are the most heavily accented characters to appear in this episode?
Yeah.
You've got Tripwire, who is not in this episode much, but is Rob Paulson.
He is,
Yes.
His name
When
is
he
Robert
speaks,
Paulson.
it's like, hey, it's Rob Paulson. He sounds like Rob Paulson. I think this might have been his first role.
Oh.
It's definitely, this and
It's
Transformers were
early.
both extremely early in his career.
You've got Roadblock, who is... Is it possible that people in the 80s just thought all black people spoke in rhyme?
Well, he didn't speak
he
in
doesn't
rhyme
always.
as a rule. It was kind of like Blaster, how Blaster will occasionally speak in rhyme to be, like, showy.
That's still more than most people talk in rhyme, which is never.
That's true.
Well, okay, it's the 80s, on TV, Mr. T.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of a straight line.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Roadblock
that's-
is very much a Mr. T.
He is. He
Yeah, well,
definitely
he's
is pitying
big,
some
just-
fools.
Take away the hair and the gold chains, and yeah, he's kind of just Mr. T. Which is fine. It's the 80s. It's fine. It was a long time ago.
Fine.
Let's do a lot of coke and vote for Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
You've got Mutt and his dog pal Junkyard. Is he supposed to have like a Chicago accent?
I think so.
Yes,
He's
maybe Boston?
Yeah, it's somewhere between Chicago and Boston. It doesn't,
Or maybe
stay.
like Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it's a little bit of the Sox man. He's talking about that, but it's comes and goes. Again, it's probably a reference to some specific actor's accent, but
Well, also,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I'm pretty sure all of these characters have canonical hometowns.
Yes.
So it probably would not be hard, someone feeling more ambitious than me and not having a cat on their lap to look up what his hometown
well,
is. Yes.
it's-
Benjamin says hello. Also,
And-
purr.
I love and hate Junkyard and Mutt's names, but it's always one of those things. It's a Rumble Frenzy situation. It's like, wait a minute, which one's the dog? I always fuck that up.
Well, that's
that's
kind of the gag.
Yeah, that's
know,
the
it's a
joke,
good
is that
gag.
Mutt is not
It's
the
just-
dog.
It
Although-
slows down my processing of thinking about him. I was like, wait.
Although, while researching this episode, I found that his original proposed name was Dogface.
Dog? No.
The dog? Or the
No,
person?
the
Mutt.
guy.
That's
Wait, what?
not a great name.
I've looked at it. He's from fucking Jersey. His accent is wrong. What the fuck, man?
Okay.
You get
it's a
you're fucking
little
up the
Jersey.
mess.
Well,
Yeah.
a Dogface is like old school slang for like a soldier.
Again, they did have actual veterans working on this,
Yeah.
so.
Come on, get over that trench, you dog faces.
Wait.
You want to live forever?
Dog faces and all. Oh crap! The dog soldiers from Rifts make even more sense now. It's an even older gag than I thought. Silly dog boys.
Also, that werewolf movie, Dog Soldiers.
Well, yeah, Dog Soldiers. That's a really good werewolf movie. There aren't enough good werewolf movies, and that kind of ends up near the top by just being competent and good.
And last but not least, Wild Bill, the helicopter pilot, who is voiced by Frank Welker and just sounds like Fred Jones, Texan.
He really does. Yes. Yeehaw, Scooby.
Yeah, so everybody's everybody's sort of sitting down for a nice turkey dinner. This dog somehow gets the drumstick.
They give him the drum. Duke, I think it's Duke, gives him the drumstick. It's just like, here you go.
He likes thick, dark meat. It's like, I don't know. Just think.
No.
Anyway, but Mutt kind of wanders off and then just starts talking to Junkyard about his sad childhood.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on in this G.I. Joe episode?
Yeah, it gets a little dark.
I mean, it doesn't
feels like it's a Venture Brothers aside that starts and doesn't go as far as Venture Brothers goes.
It doesn't veer that dark, because it's sort of like they wanted him to have a reason to wander off and be sad so that the plot could continue, but they didn't want to make it, like, really messed up on this kid's cartoon, so he's just talking about how, like, his parents got too into Christmas and, like, wouldn't let him hang his own stocking, and now he just feels super left out, and honestly, I found this very relatable.
It was okay. It's like I would have got like a little bit more detail. I mean, I didn't want it to go like full Gremlins.
You want to know about his entire? Oh no!
Oh,
I love Gremlins so much. It's so wrong.
There's going to be a Gremlins TV series coming.
Ooh,
and I so fucking want it to happen on another holiday for another what the fuck story from some character.
Yes. Yes. Also, now I really want to go rewatch Gremlins 2.
Yeah, Gremlins 2 is... I hazard to say it's not a good movie, but it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Listen, don't talk to me about President's Day.
Yeah.
It's like, what if Gremlins, but also a Muppets movie? It's like that level of self-aware fourth wall breaking. It's pretty amazing. Oh. Anyway.
We want what you want. Civilization.
Yes.
Invest in canned food and shotguns, which is still good advice to this day, sadly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he's wandered off to be sad.
Okay, digression, it's going to be short. This morning I was woken up by a noise outside. It was it sounded like clucking. It almost sounded like a chicken. It's like, what the fuck? And then my cat goes over and stares out the window. I roll out of bed, look out the window. There is a pheasant about a foot tall standing underneath the bird feeder in my backyard, just clucking and walking around like he owns the place.
Oh, that's amazing.
Fuck. And I was thinking about that. If I owned a gun or a bow and arrow, I would have dinner.
You would have such a dinner. Oh my god,
big and plump.
Do you need like a license to get pheasant, or?
I don't know. It's a good question.
There's turkey license and deer license around here, but
I know we have that around here. I'd never hear about pheasant.
Although I don't know what the rules are for shooting shit that's in your backyard.
Yeah.
I mean, if the local game warden catches you, it's probably fucked up. I'll probably get a fine, but it's in my back fucking yard.
Yeah, you better stay one step ahead of the sheriff of Nottingham there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
big giant turkey leg. Is the dog isn't voiced by Welker, is it?
Wait,
it sounds like actual dog clips.
No, dog. According to IMDb, Frank Welker is credited as the voice of Polly and a Junkyard.
Wow, even though Polly is like actually talking like a person and not just making. I mean, he's talking to person,
yeah,
but he also just sounds like Slimer.
Yes, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm actually more impressed by Welker, but there's some noises that dog makes that's like, that's gotta be a dog. That can't be Welker, can it?
Nope,
Frank
Welker.
It's a mix of Welker growling and some dog whining noises.
Look, he is the master of making animal sounds. It's him.
I know, I've seen the trash can.
Have you seen that clip of him doing, the lion roars in the trash can?
Yes.
It's like, how is that coming out of a person?
You've mentioned it before, but it's like, I don't know.
This unassuming looking man.
Anyway, he hears some noise coming out of this toy storage area. And he gets in there to find these toys
he walks,
busting open.
One little thing. The animation in this episode is really, really good.
Yes.
But there are some things that happen that defy explanation. He walks into this shed area where they have massive piles of toys that are just sort of look like the planet of junk made out of Christmas toys.
Yeah.
But on the wall, he reaches to press the light switch. The light switch is as large as his hand and labeled in giant text.
Well, I mean, it's important to make sure that stuff is clearly marked.
I've never seen a light switch that big in real life.
Listen, the last
anywhere.
commander of the base had very poor eyesight and was very clumsy.
Very large hands.
The first such incident happened to me. Anyway, and yeah, these toys are just busting open, and they are full of tinier men.
Yes! Out of the shadows of this Trojan rocking horse and presence, and like a drum kit explodes and planes come out of it. It's like, oh no, it's bad company!
Yeah,
This is the
I was
work
like,
of an
oh
enemy
crap,
stand.
isn't this a Stephen King story?
Battlefield.
No, this is a JoJo reference.
Oh, I think considering the chronology, it's actually entirely possibly a Stephen King reference, but
Yeah, it could have been a Stephen King reference.
I guess.
But it's like, my first thought is like, tiny men shooting things. It's like, wait a minute. Did Araki watch G.I. Joe as a kid? I think it aired in Japan. Although, admittedly, the idea of little soldiers that are the size of G.I. Joe toys being alive and shooting people with their tanks and their bombs and their Apache helicopters.
And their bombs and their guns.
It's not that extreme of a jump. I mean, there's at least one Spider-Man issue that's based upon this concept.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, and of course, there is a Stephen King connection with G.I. Joe, because his son was a big G.I. Joe fan.
Oh!
It's true.
And later had a character named after him, Sneak Peek, named after Owen King.
Ha! Oh, it wasn't Joe. I thought it was Joe for some reason.
And he also helped create one G.I. Joe character.
Yes. Crystal Ball.
Yes, Cobra Hypnotist Crystal Ball.
Yes.
Crystal Ball. Some of the later of that era Joes are kind of weird. Like the Vulture guy who's an accountant, I think.
Raptor.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
as far as I'm concerned, the doofier the character on G.I. Joe, the better.
Yes. That's fair.
I think a Vulture accountant is pushing the line a little far for me. I mean, I like him silly. I mean, the Australian and British biker gang they just have on hand.
Yes, the Dreadnought.
They just keep him on retainer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing about that is he was just a guy he was an accountant who dressed up as a bird before he joined Cobra, and they caught him poaching at one of Destro's mink farms.
Whoa. I mean, yeah, that makes sense with his design. He is such a Venture Brothers character.
Yes, that makes perfect sense, of course.
I mean, well, it does.
Entirely reasonable.
I need to catch up on the last season of Venture Brothers, I'm realizing. I don't think I have the season before that on DVD either.
Watching
this
episode
Paul F. Tompkins in it.
Watching this episode of G.I. Joe has made you realize you really need to catch up on Venture Brothers.
He needs more shore leave in his life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the usual Cobra cast is contained entirely within this. You've got...
Yes, it does turn out that they are not actually toys.
Yes. You've got Major Blood, who is also Michael Bell, kind of doing a Monarch voice.
Yes, very Monarch voice, actually.
You've got the Baroness, voiced, of course, by Morgan Lofting.
Another ridiculous accent.
Mm-hmm. Destro, voiced by Devastator himself, Arthur Burghardt.
Yes.
Oh.
The Dreadnoks, voiced by Devastator himself, Arthur Burghardt. The Dreadnoks, voiced by Devastator himself, Arthur Burghardt. Yes. And Zartan, who is like a biker gang chameleon guy.
Yeah,
He's also named after Tarzan for some reason.
Yeah, he's got almost too many things going on. Like he looks like he's from a glam rock band. He's a chameleon. He's part of the biker gang.
I think originally, and and maybe I'm misremembering the comics because I never actually fully read. Look, what happened was in 1993, I'm gonna say, I went into a comic book shop and I was like, hey, G.I. Joe is still running. I'm going to pick up an issue of this. And I read it and I got to the end and there was Megatron and Starscream at the end and it happened to be the first issue of the G2 crossover.
Oh shit. Perfect issue, damn.
So my experience with the G.I. Joe comic is something around there. But I think Zartan was originally just supposed to be a master of disguise, but then with the cartoon, they leaned into making him basically a shapeshifter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Although in this, he's just got a mask.
Yeah, I guess, it was never quite a shapeshifter. It was just unreasonable levels of disguise.
I know his toy changed colors.
Yeah, that's right. He does change colors.
Oh,
I don't know.
You put him in the sun and he turned blue or something.
I had his Ninja Force toy when I was 14. I love Ninja Force. I love everything that's neon-colored ninjas because it's the stupidest thing.
Anyway, so they take down the defense grid. They have a brief laser battle in which nobody really gets shot.
Well, that's the usual. Unless you're a robot, you don't get shot.
Yes, that's...
And they're extremely doofy robots.
It's definitely, it's like Stormtroopers. It's to the point where it's a joke that no one on either side has any idea how to aim.
There is a pretty cool bit where Duke just blows the brains out of one of these robots.
Yes,
yeah,
they have some robots.
It is extra weird since...
So they can have actual violence.
The most effective way to actually make those robots stand is you have to stick a G.I. Joe toy inside it to hold it up, basically. Otherwise the legs kind of cave in.
It's very Exo Squad.
Yeah.
It's very proto Exo Squad.
I was just kind of thinking they look like fridges with limbs.
I was definitely thinking proto Exo Squad because I am always thinking about Exo Squad on one level or another.
Oh yeah, and of course Cobra Commander is also there. And of course he is Chris Latta, doing what is kind of a variation on Starscream, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, well,
as a small child, did not notice that they were the same person.
Yeah, no, well...
Probably because at that point I was 7 years old and the idea of a voice actor had not yet quite filtered into my tiny child.
Yeah, it was not quite... Unless they're doing the same voice all the time. Because it's very similar. The problem is that Cobra Commander is the Starscream of this show, even though he's the leader until Serpentor shows up. But he's Starscreaming all over the place in this episode.
Oh, yes.
And he is basically what would happen if Starscream successfully took over the Decepticons.
Yes.
And I have a Cobra Commander question. Is there any reason why he switches from the helmet to the hood?
Because
whatever they feel like?
They made a different toy that had a different helmet thing.
Right, it's just, is it the one he wears in, the field, and the other one he's just, hanging out?
Yeah,
I don't remember there being any proper, explanation, but again, it's been a while.
He does switch during this episode, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, because he starts out wearing the helmet, then he's got the hood on in the middle,
Indoors.
Then he's got the helmet back on at the end.
I guess it might be a combat versus casual thing, because
helmet,
at the beginning
if he expects someone to shoot him in the face.
Yes. Not that they'll hit, because we've established that.
And of course, we all know that he can't let anybody see him changing, otherwise they'll find out he's like a weird blue guy.
I don't think he's...
Yeah, that was very... That always felt very retcon-y to me.
Yeah, is weird. I forget what exactly was he blue? I don't remember being blue, because you could see the pink around his eyes.
He was like a light blue. Well, then he turned into a snake.
Was a man.
And there was a mid-stage when he, grew extra eyes or something.
Well, he always had the extra eyes, because he was He was like a blue guy with a normal amount of eyes, but he was conducting like experiments, and those gave him extra eyeballs, and then they kicked him out of Cobra La.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a very, like, beast kind of thing. Like, him having blue fur was not an original part of his mutation. It was just something he accidentally also did to himself.
Anyway, so they're all captured, and Cobra Commander, of course, then explains their big plan, which
He's
is
got to.
Yes. So they are going to take all of their vehicles, and they are going to go attack Keystone City, which I'm pretty sure is from DC Comics. I think that's where the Atom lives.
Yeah, isn't it? It's like not San Francisco in DC.
Oh no, apparently that's where the Flash lives.
I was going to say that. I would assume that was, like, not Pittsburgh. Or Philadelphia, whichever one of them is Keystone related.
Maybe I'm thinking of Star City.
Yeah, which one's where's the Keystone State? Is that Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Pennsylvania is the Keystone State.
Okay.
I have driven through it many times. So yeah, I would assume that would imply that it's in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, he was a blue guy.
Maybe they're just speaking euphemistically.
Weird.
Although apparently in the comics it's in Missouri.
What? Okay.
Oh no, sorry, Kansas.
Okay, so it's next to Smallville.
It's just across the Missouri River from Central City.
Oh, geez.
Anyway,
we're not dealing with
they're going to attack them, and not only that, but they have recorded a message from Duke about how they are tired of serving the people and how now they want to rule America? ?
This does feel very Decepticon plot to convince the people of Earth that the Autobots are actually the bad guys.
Yeah, I originally just thought this was going to be a Shrink Ray episode.
Yeah, but no, it turns into a little bit Megatron's master plan.
Yes, and speaking of this Shrink Ray, the Baroness is uncomfortably horny for this Shrink Ray.
Yes! Destros gets beaten up a little bit, and it's like the barrel is sort of bent, and one of the Joes makes fun of it, and Baroness comes over all like, I like your barrel just fine.
like they're planning to do things with this Shrink Ray later.
Yes, they absolutely are.
Yes, they will.
Baroness and Destro were always kind of a little too horny for a kid's show.
With this Shrink Ray, she will be able to step on me even harder than before.
I mean, look at her. She's like a Chris Claremont character.
Yeah, and because he's got the metal head, like, he needs more pressure for him to feel anything. The weird sex games.
Well, metal head and bare chest, it's a weird... Listen, if you meet these two somewhere, they are looking to swing.
There was also absolutely a version of him of his design in the early 90s that had a leopard print collar.
Oh, yeah.
The infamous Pimp Daddy Destro.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why he needed that mink ranch.
Yes.
Oh, that explains things. Like, okay, I know it's supposed to be his open chest, but it's so often colored orange. Like, it's not his skin, or he's somehow the tannest Scotsman ever.
Listen, I'm constantly firing lasers. I'm broasted like a rotisserie chicken under here.
Yes.
I have to leave this mask on because I'm extremely pale underneath. I look like that guy from Doctor Who, apparently.
Oh yeah,
in that movie, he's Christopher Eccleston doing a real bad Scottish accent.
He was having fun doing that.
In fact, I think it's so bad that he adopted it solely as a cruel prank on David Tennant.
Yeah. God, I wish he was in the second movie instead of killed sort of on screen.
They kill lots of characters off screen on that one. Additionally, I wish Thor: The Dark World had been better.
Yeah.
Malekith's hair needed to be its own. So there's a Pokemon in the new game who's like an evil fairy sort of thing, and it's like got this extensive hair as like part of its design, and I absolutely named it Malekith.
Yeah. Anyway, at some point, Major Blood says, "Ruddy piece of cake," because he has an accent that's heavy too.
I think he's supposed to be Australian.
Yes, though he also has an eye patch. I feel it's
And a
very-
robot arm.
Yeah,
Yes.
robot arm for no reason.
He's very extra.
And he's also an amateur poet.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds
Oh,
about
wait,
right.
the mechanical...
It's in his file card where there's some bit where he's like constantly submitting poetry to magazines that's getting rejected.
Aw, it's like...
Because it's mostly
God,
about
I
shooting
love that.
people. Like, when you're feeling low and woozy, slap a fresh clip in your Uzi.
Wait, I can't remember if it's in the original Frankenstein or if it's just young Frankenstein. The guy with the metal arm and the eye patch? Maybe Blood's a reference to that guy?
That is from... Well, in Young Frankenstein, it's a reference to, I think, maybe Son of Frankenstein or
Okay.
Ghost of Frankenstein, where there is a guy who has that. That's Kenneth Mars.
Oh.
Wallowing in his father's footsteps. Footsteps.
G.I. Joe was so objectively good. It just happened to be, unfortunately, just about a bunch of boring people.
So anyway, they all get hung up in the meat locker.
Yes. Because it's festive.
Yes. Well, they're constantly making
he does-
cold puns.
So they can
like,
make a pun.
like a Joel Schumacher movie's about to break out.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
one of the characters at a barbecue or somebody says, "Oh, I hate puns." You're in a G.I. Joe episode. There's going to be a lot more.
And
I just realized I hate puns.
and then Shipwreck's all, well, I guess we're all going to die in here and we're going to get framed as traitors, so I'm just going to have sex with this giant slab of beef. You can all watch if you like.
Yeah, we get to watch. We get to see his shining face when he comes.
It's not quite like that, but
No.
he does talk. He does mention it like
He's
that.
like, you, me, and this
like,
side of beef could have a serious relationship, man.
Yes.
And everybody else all like, oh my god, Shipwreck, please. We're still...
Cover girls, like, you're weird. Stop it.
Yes. And CoverGirl kind of takes charge here. Like, she's in charge, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, she's generally. I mean, all of the female characters are pretty high ranking.
Yeah, I have no
in
idea
this
what
show.
exactly everybody's rank is here, and I'm sure it makes absolutely no sense, much like them, owning parrots or not wearing uniforms.
Well, yeah, it's going to be really confusing because you have like, what Shipwreck is he in Navy or is he Coast Guard or something?
He's in the Navy.
Yeah, so the ranks are going to be different between the Army.
No,
and
there's
stuff.
Cutter is the Coast Guard guy.
They're going to be weird issues, but in the file cards there are probably ranks.
Well, I don't mean formally. I mean in the sense of like other character of them like taking charge of situations and other characters deferring to their command. Not necessarily in the sense of formally high ranking.
Well, CoverGirl has the nicest jacket, so I guess she's in charge.
Yes.
Listen, you're the only one of us who isn't a hilarious caricature. CoverGirl, you're in charge.
Yeah.
She's definitely got the best hair.
Well, I mean, it's easy, breezy, and beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lovingly detailed scene of her like brushing back her hair out of her face.
Yes.
Listen, we've been animating goofy robots and laser fights all day. Just give us this, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Just give us the nice hair.
See also that one episode of Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, in which Madam Hydra removes a grenade pin with her tongue.
Okay.
It is lovingly animated.
Yeah, sometimes there's things like you got to find the right anime. You just shove it off to Ken. Ken, that's your department. We've seen your doodles.
All right, listen, we're gonna need some feet in this scene. Send this one over to the Tarantino department.
Yes.
Oh no.
Anyway, and then Cobra Commander drops in. Shipwreck fakes still being hung up. And he's all, well, I'm just going to taunt you by leaving this key as your Christmas gift.
As
This
I
is the
said,
most Starscream thing
yes.
to possibly do.
Oh, it's. I mean,
So, of course, they immediately escape.
of course,
Yes.
there's a difference between taunting and being the biggest fucking star-screaming idiot. Oh, and that. Jeez.
It was really not a good
Like,
idea.
there's even a bow on the key.
Yes.
It's like, that's a little
It's got a cute little bow on it.
Oh.
They put a bow on it.
So, anyway, they they bust out. It's just Destro who's left there, and he starts trying to shoot them with the shrink ray, and he misses, but he shrinks most of their furniture.
Yes, and they're like computer mainframes, and they're going to have to buy a lot of new furniture, or all become much smaller.
Yeah. Anyway, he does shrink Polly down to mosquito size, at which point he is then tackled by the various Joes. And so, they pick up this gun. They say, well, not only is this a debigulator, it's also a rebigulator.
Yes, and this is the point where Rob Paulson actually gets a line, and we're like, oh, hey, it's Rob Paulson.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, it's too late, Joes. The Cobras have already taken off in your vehicles. Good thing that we've left all of our vehicles here, with the keys still in the ignition.
Yeah,
Yes.
why, guys?
And also, I guess they're all very easy to drive.
Really easy
They're
to hotwire.
extremely overconfident.
Kids,
If you buy all of these vehicles, you can also switch your action figures with them for this episode.
oh, yeah, fun play too.
Yes.
They're in this computer mainframe room, which looks like Teletran 1, to the point that there's a giant monitor, which
It's very
made me
Teletran.
wonder, how big is that CRT? Because this isn't no flat screen shit. That's a giant tube there on the wall.
That's a good point. They don't have, like, Cybertronian technology. They're just working off of, cutting-edge 1984 human technology, but still 1984 human technology.
Well, this is why they had to have that guy Mainframe, who was, like, just their tech support guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good job.
Yeah, and then he later moved to Vancouver and founded a computer animation studio.
Yes.
But and also everything, much like Teletran 1, all their computers and stuff are orange.
Yeah.
Were computers just all orange in the 80s, or had we not discovered beige yet?
No, this is the peak time of beige. It's so weird that it's like the standard for these cartoons was orange for computer shit. I don't know why it's the choice.
Maybe they would have made them beige, but then they were like, this looks terrible and boring.
Well, yeah.
You can't actually have this. So they just, like, upped the red or something, and there you go.
Yeah, but, like, why not
Even
silver?
though this gun is broken...
It's only slightly broken.
Anyway, even though this gun is... this gun is kind of broken, but they still shoot Polly with it, and he rebigulates to normal parrot size.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's tired. Probably want
Yes.
a nap or something. Probably want a nap.
So they put him down, and then they head out to the Cobra vehicles, and they take off. They've got a Claw, which is what the episode's named after, which is like a hang glider thing. Mm-hmm. Got a Trouble Bubble, prominently featured in that aforementioned G.I. Joe the movie opening sequence, which looked terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, how is that a military vehicle? You would die instantly.
It's not an actual military vehicle. It's a Cobra vehicle, and they don't care about their people.
Well, no, but like, just imagine the wind buffeting around in it, because it's like half of a dome, and you're flying around. There's going to be situations it's going to knock you out, flip upside down or something. They also have a hiss. I love the hiss. The hiss is such a ridiculous, wonderful toyetic design. It's a tank with a giant cockpit hanging out of the front of it. Like, just waiting to be shot.
Yeah.
Oh, but it looks so cool.
Mm-hmm. You've got the Stinger, which is just kind of like a Humvee thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the Asp, which is like the pod that is towed behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Fang, which is like a little helicopter thing, and the Rattler, which is just an A-10 Warthog.
With more guns.
Yes.
And missiles.
It is exactly what Power Glide is.
Has 2 extra engines on it, which is
Yes.
daft, but it looks cool again.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the Cobra has taken off in Joe's vehicles, which are the Vamp, which is like a kind of a Jeep-ish thing. Mm-hmm. Got a Mauler, which is just a tank.
Yeah.
The Awe-Striker, which is the thing we saw earlier. The Sky Striker, which is just a jet. A bunch of Silver Mirage motorcycles. which are what the Dreadnoks are on, not in disguise at all.
Not
No.
really. I think they put on new jackets.
I know it was the 80s, but people are going to know that these uncouth Australian bikers who smell like chocolate donuts and grape soda are not members of G.I. Joe.
Maybe they've lowered their standards.
Yeah, I don't know. That must be G.I. Joe. These guys with these obvious, non-American accents who do not appear to have bathed since the Carter administration.
You mean barbecue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hey, he's Irish. He's Irish American.
Yeah, but wait,
And has probably bathed, but,
is barbecue actually the only Joe with an accent that's foreign?
Well, I think he's from Boston on his file card. His last name's like Hanrahan.
But his accent is real thick.
Well, yes, because, you're doing like 10 characters, and you can't just use your regular accent for all of them, so, okay, I guess this guy's just like the chief of police on the old Batman show.
yes. I mean, he's Irish. That's one of our allies, not like Australia.
That's right.
Yeah, well, like, one of the Dreadnoughts is British. He's a professor, I think. Or was.
Right, I think he's like a professor who wanted to like study biker gangs, but then he became a biker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Buzz.
I mean, I think they're just Australian because Larry Hama saw Mad Max.
Oh, I'm
yes.
sure. Yeah.
Oh man,
Anyway,
Lord
so-
Humongous would be a great Dreadnought.
Well, there's definitely a guy. I think they have a guy who wears a hockey mask, but I can't think of who it is.
Is it?
Casey Jones.
Maybe I'm thinking of Road Pig, who wears hockey pads.
No,
Maybe.
yeah, Road Pig doesn't wear.
Or
a
you're
mask.
thinking of
Does
Casey
he have
Jones.
a mohawk?
Well, I'm always thinking of Casey Jones.
Same.
At the bat.
Famous,
Speaking of weird
played
regional
initially
jokes.
by famously Canadian Elias Codius.
Speaking of regional jokes, driving down the highway is a Motormaster-looking semi, and some cowboy hat-wearing guy who kind of looks like Eugene Merman is complaining about, hey, they got Martians in Hoboken? Nah, that ain't ever happened there. Now in Newark, they're gonna have the Martians. That probably isn't the accent he's using, but it's one I can do.
But you can tell that they're not from Generation 1 because these truckers are not wearing hard hats.
That's true. Every occupation required a hard hat in the Transformers universe.
Now, of course, I may have to reassess where Keystone City is because they swoop into it, and there's a double-decker bus there.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
there's a
they were
London
borrowing
bus,
one.
Like, they run these random guys talking about Martians off the road, and then they complain, G.I. Joe's going to fuck up the city and shit, and then they go, why the fuck is there a double-decker bus? It is really odd. Like, it's prominent there in supposedly America where G.I. Joe's based, unless they're based in Britain, but none of this landscape looks like Britain at all.
No, that's Action Force.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in the theme song, Real American Hero.
Yeah. They are absolutely American.
Yeah. Yes, as we know, of course, Action Force.
Yes.
Yeah. The British version of G.I. Joe that are in comics. And Did Simon Furman ever write any Action Force?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, but like, there's probably somewhere in America that like imported over like double-decker buses as their thing. Like up in the Wisconsin Dells, you have the duck boats and things. Somebody probably had a double-decker bus, but it stands out as like so odd in this episode. Mm-hmm. Anyway, fight.
Yes. So there's a big
Blue
fight.
laser, red laser.
Duke has accompanied Cobra on this fight. He is handcuffed in the back seat of the Sky Striker, which is being piloted by Cobra Commander.
He is a hostage.
Yes.
Which, again, bad idea, Cobra Commander.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of, vehicle fighting in this. Various things get blown up. Oh, and also there's a giant parrot.
Yes.
Suddenly.
Yes,
I
Polly.
like that I like him breaking through the roof of their facility and just flying away singing Christmas carols.
Oh, yes, he's singing Christmas carols throughout most of the episode.
This episode just took a hard turn on the road to Goof City.
Yes.
It's not Goof City. It feels like they brought Don Glut in to punch up the script. It's like, have a giant monster, It's Rodan!
Well,
Breaking
yeah,
out
but
of the roof of a building.
No dinosaurs, though.
No,
parrots are
birds
kind
are
of dinosaurs.
I don't know if we knew that by the 80s, though.
We definitely did not know that by the 80s.
No. Don Glut probably still does not.
I mean, maybe
know
Don Glut would. I mean, sure he does.
Yeah, he's likes dinosaurs a little too much.
Yes, he does.
But yeah, like Polly becomes a giant kaiju. Polly becomes the giant claw because his claws are big enough to grab the rattler in his claw and crush it.
Yes.
Oh, it's terrifying.
He's a vast predatory bird. He's a flying battleship.
While, again, singing Christmas carols in a, stereotypical parrot voice.
I mean, and listen,
I am kind of annoyed.
No, I'm just saying a parrot that size, they all definitely have psittacosis now.
Yeah, I'm a little annoyed that they didn't add an effect on his voice to make it sound deeper and more booming.
Yeah, that might have been terrifying.
He still sounds like little tiny Frank Welker bird.
I mean,
it would have been wonderful.
It's already pretty terrifying, but that might have given people nightmares.
Yes.
And by people, I don't mean kids.
Jingle
I mean
bells,
literally
jingle
everyone.
bells.
It's like when you have it's like that.
Jingle bells.
Yeah, it's like that Patton Oswalt bit about how he slows down, or how he slowed down like Alvin and the Chipmunks record, so the Chipmunks sound normal, and then Dave comes in and he sounds like a terrifying demon from hell.
Yes.
Ralphin! Oh, that is not good for my voice.
No.
Oh,
No.
So Duke manages to tackle Cobra Commander from the back seat with his handcuffs.
Yeah,
because just handcuffed it. They didn't tie him in.
Nope.
Cobra Commander, you are
didn't
impossible
buckle
to
his
do
belt
this episode.
or his harness. Because they have like full harnesses in those things. Like, he should be
I
restricted.
mean, they're also supposed to wear like helmets and flight suits, and
Well,
not just shirt and pants.
Hey,
Well,
Shipwreck!
Cobra Commander has his flight helmet on. He doesn't care about Duke's.
I will say, at
Shipwreck
least
put on a pea coat for this.
yes, I appreciated that because it is winter and it is cold wherever it is they are.
I really liked his pea coat. It looked very stylish.
So Duke ends up. Well, they both eject, and Duke gets kicked off the ejector seat, but luckily he is caught by this terrifying giant parrot.
Yes.
Yes.
God forbid, do not be around when this thing defecates.
Oh no!
Oh, it's gonna be like William Atherton at the end of Ghostbusters, but it's not gonna be Marshmallow.
Yeah.
Oh no!
People are just gonna have so many bird diseases.
Everyone dies of salmonella.
I got enough bird shit everywhere with the bird feeder I got out back. Oh, a giant! Oh no! Because God, he's got to be like 100 feet tall. Oh my God, no! Oh, that's gonna give me nightmares. This is something you try not to think about when you watch Godzilla movies and things. Don't think about the poop.
Well,
oh wait, the latest Godzilla movie brought up poop in the ending
Too
credits
late.
about it revitalizing the rainforest.
Well, at least Godzilla
God,
lives
I
in the
love that
ocean,
movie.
so that's just getting dissolved.
Yes.
Yeah, that's ending up with all the bird poop. But there's so many terrestrial ones. There's the behemoth, the big mammoth-looking thing. Or oh no, that was Methuselah, I think. I think that was the one pooping in the rainforest.
Yeah, so anyway, everybody's having a good time. Cobra's beaten. Duke gets a kiss from CoverGirl, and his gift is the key to open their handcuffs if he wants to.
It's very cute.
Although I think that weren't Duke and Scarlet a thing on the cartoon?
I thought so. I mean, maybe
Yes, but it was
because
also Scarlet and Snake Eyes.
Well, no, they weren't a thing. They were a thing in the comics. But on the cartoon, it's Scarlet who's getting all weepy when Duke goes into a coma.
Well, everyone was. I mean, I know that Flint and Lady J were definitely a thing, because I assume that Lady J is implied to be Marissa Fairborn's mother, as Flint is implied to be her father.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not up on my canon G.I. Joe shipping.
And anyway, and Mutt has discovered that, maybe Christmas isn't always a constant stampede of misery if I also get to destroy some military hardware.
Sounds good to me.
I should go to therapy.
Yes, he should. Like, his story is a 3-act play of, like, I was sad on Christmas as a kid. Scene missing. I'm kind of okay with this stuff after we've blown shit up. Like, it feels like this episode should be about his story, the way he starts with that. I was sad as a kid on Christmas. But there's nothing in between.
Yeah, this should be a Mutt and Junkyard episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more of a shipwreck episode.
Like, I don't know, Cobra should use holograms to visit him, so that he's visited by 3 ghosts or something. Because I'm pretty sure there is an episode where I can't remember if they're hologram ghosts or actual ghosts, but there are ghosts.
Oh god, I can't remember. I think there might be one of each.
And there's also the episode where Destro has Cthulhu in his basement.
I remember that one.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite episodes. Also that's Lady J in a torn dress, so
yes.
That's an impressionable episode for a young boy. Or lesbian.
And also, I'm pretty sure there's an episode where like Cobra's using some sort of nightmare machine to make Lowlight relive his abusive childhood or something.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez. I forgot about that one.
This show is extremely weird. Especially this episode, which ends on Shipwreck and his Christmas-induced misery because his hated pet is now the size of Mothra. It's like, bah humbug.
But what about there's no place like Springfield?
Listen, the way this episode ended, I would rather be confronted by weird-ass prisoner stuff and my family melting, okay?
Yeah, I wish this episode was more Christmassy. I mean, there's the Christmas presents at the beginning, and there's piles of toys, and they're having a turkey dinner.
It's all wintry,
But the most Christmassy shot in this is still Cobra Commander successfully capturing the Joe base, and there's a Merry Christmas sign behind him. Like, that's the most festive moment.
I did kind of feel like there being a big Merry Christmas sign, and I'm sure this was entirely unintentional, but I feel like these days there being a big Merry Christmas sign and then the bad guy coming up and aggressively saying season's greetings would be some sort of like right-wing political statement. But here that wouldn't have been a thing back then.
No. This was Reagan's America, goddammit.
Yes.
Yeah, season's greetings was fine.
Yes.
It was good when we were children.
That's right. I'm wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a tip-top tent. That was my bad Reagan impression.
Good job.
Yes, it's okay. You got to work on it a little bit. You need to be.
It's mostly
more,
impression.
Talking Head. Was it Talking Head?
Yeah,
the
it's
British show with the puppets.
Spitting Image, that's mostly what I'm getting from
Image.
that one weird Genesis video with the horrible puppets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, goody two shoes, mommy. That's some nurse.
A thing I found out recently. Ronald Reagan on Spitting Image and some of the other puppets were voiced by the guy that plays Rimmer in Red Dwarf.
Huh.
Which is weird. Like, it's weird to think of, like, people from Red Dwarf having careers outside of Red Dwarf, other than
have other
the guy on
jobs.
BattleBots and
Robot Wars.
Danny John Jules, the cat. He's been in a bunch of TV and movies. Other than that, but like the two white guys, I don't see them in anything else. It's just odd to see them
actually,
elsewhere.
the robot guy, he used to host Junkyard Wars, which I watched back when TLC wasn't just an unending freak show.
Well, part of the problem is like I would barely recognize him without the robot makeup.
Well, yes, there is that.
I know what the guy that played Rimmer looks like out of...
Yeah, I mean, he's just a guy with an H on his forehead.
I'm forgetting their names. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, that is the episode, and we get kind of this nice jazzy G.I. Joe theme.
Yeah, the outro is great.
Yes.
It's not quite as sad as the ending Generation 1 theme.
Yeah,
It's very poppy.
Yeah. So yeah, G.I. Joe, I haven't watched much of it, but this was kind of fun, albeit incredibly stupid.
That's pretty much every episode.
I'm sure.
Like I said, it's better than G1 Transformers. A little bit. Like, it's still an 80s cartoon to sell toys, but it has more fun, and some of the shit it does is way goofier. They kill a giant amoeba with apples. It has an allergy.
I will say one thing that disappointed me with this episode: no public service announcement at the end.
Yeah.
Because I can't see those without thinking about the Fensler films.
I know.
Yeah.
Those were so
gotta
good.
watch those.
And of course, also famously in those, Mutton Junkyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey kid, I'm a computer. Stop all the download.
Those are so good.
What the hell?
Listen, did your mom used to go to dockside bars? And of course, this is a Christmas episode. He wasn't in the toy line yet, but I want a little snow job.
Yeah, he
I think
should have
might
been
have showed up.
driving the snowmobile thing at the beginning.
The
toy
snowcat.
wagon. Yes. He should have been driving that.
Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick. Ooh.
I don't remember that one. Yeah, so, originally I was I don't own the DVDs of the show, so I was going to watch it by other means, but other means were not playing nice in my Chrome or Firefox, so I realized, oh wait, I have a DVR, and I used to DVR shit off of the hub, although it turns out when this episode was recorded, it had converted over to the Discovery Channel, or something, or whatever the fuck it was called afterwards. But next up is an episode of the Transformers, The Girl Who Loved Power Glide, which cut off at the end because it only went a few minutes in.
Ooh.
It's like, oh, I want to watch that now, although I do have the DVD.
Speaking of incredibly stupid episodes.
Yeah!
Speaking of A10 warthogs.
Because, oh man, that episode's stupid.
Well, there's oddly so many episodes of G1 that involve hooking up a giant robot with a human woman. Which is a thing G.I. Joe thankfully didn't do.
Well, because no human woman is going to hook up with those hilarious Lost in Space robots from this episode.
But
I think.
Also, it may be worth mentioning that pretty much every character, every Transformer who is hooked up with a human woman has been an absolute loser. Because it's Power Glide, and then I guess, Sea-Spray, it wasn't a human woman technically, but close.
I mean, Sea-Spray is, I would say, a loser. Sea-Spray is a weirdo because he's the only boat, and he sounds like he's constantly gargling. But apart from that, he's kind of like... It's kind of like that episode of The Tick where there's the sewer urchin guy, and they think he's a loser, but then they actually go to the sewers, and they
love him in the sewers,
like an amazing badass.
Yes, God, I remember.
Yeah, Sea-Spray is the sewer urchin.
Sewer urchin.
Yes, it was sewer urchin.
Yes,
because he's like sea urchin except in the sewers.
Yes,
but even if you go to the comics, I love Skids, but he's a huge nerd. He's not cool at all.
Well, I mean, look what he turns into.
Yeah. You get Sludge. I guess one... No, there's no argument for Ultra Magnus being cool. So.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
No.
Kind of.
He's not that cool. He's anti-cool.
Ultra Magnus is the best middle manager.
Yes.
That's what he is.
So the moral of the story is that only the nerdy loser Transformers get human girlfriends. The end.
Well, I mean, I guess the ones who aren't have actual robot girlfriends.
Yes. It's one of those things. Alternately, the really cool ones get human boyfriends, like Trax.
Well, yes. Well, of course, he's the coolest of cool.
He is. He's super cool. I like Trax.
Well, I mean, he's cool, but he also just sounds like Jim Backus from
Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island.
Yes, which is another reference I did not get as a child.
Yeah.
Well, once again, thank you to all of our Patreon supporters for supporting this nonsense. And we will be back next month, where we will do the hottest movie of the Christmas season.
Ooh.
I
can't think of anything
Hopefully.
dumb to suggest.
Considering all the tickets are probably sold out, I haven't.
So
even looked.
we'll be back this time, around this time next month, and we'll tell you all about cats.
Yes, cats. I will probably have a lot to say about actual literal cats, but I will
Wait,
say
so
that.
we're not seeing cats?
No.
But I've already got these tickets.
You can go see the middle stage of the Ray Animorphs movie on your own time.
I'm holding out for Starlight Express.
It's if this one's a hit, it's coming. You're going to see Christina Aguilera's face on a transformer.
It's not
and it's going to
gonna
be terrifying.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to be.
What
good.
the hell is Starlight Express
going to be
about? I thought that was about roller skates.
They're on roller skates, but they're trains.
What? Oh my!
They're trains who
wow.
are people.
Yes.
How has this not been made by Pixar? What?
Well, because
I mean-
it's terrible.
Yes, it's
Oh,
terrible.
no.
There was a lot
Or
of
Japan
cocaine.
or something? Because they love
Just-
But it
So
was
much
like a big
cocaine.
hit.
yeah, that does explain a lot.
That's where what's her name from 30 Rock got her start. Jane Krakowski.
Sure.
But listen, mark my words. If Cats is a success, it's happening. Gird
Yes.
your loins.
I will be prepared for the possibility that Cats will be a success.
All right, so until next time, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Mele Kalikimaka. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen. I'm gonna go watch There's No Place Like Springfield again.
And I'm David. I am going to go catch the Pokemons.
Yes, catch them all. Catch them all.
He wants to be the very best, like no one ever was.
I got 100 of them. Well, I think I broke like 120 last night. I do not plan to getting all of them, but I might. Oh, my throat is dead from doing voices and accents.
Okay, I shall cut this off and turn it off.